Hello and welcome everyone, Lionheart here with part 45 of the Prussia Let's Play for Napoleon Total War with Darthmod. We continue where we left things off last time. Thank you once again for all your comments, advice, tactics and suggestions. It's all greatly appreciated. Hope you guys had a fantastic Christmas and looking forward to New Year's. There will be longer episodes of Prussia starting next week, as well as the return of Wintertooth, so I hope you're looking forward to that. But yes, there will not be a long break now that's sort of taken my break over Christmas, back to more Prussia and Wintertooth action. Plus, all three of my Warhammer 2 series are very shortly coming to an end, so there will be a bit of a gap between the current selection of Warhammer 2 series and when I start my next ones, which I'll be waiting until the Tomb King update at the end of January the 23rd. So Wintertooth and Prussia will likely drop back into more regular upload slots over the next week or so. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Thank you, obviously, as I said, for your tactics and suggestions. One or two of you are still saying, Lionheart doesn't seem like you have much of a plan, strategy, or you know, sense of direction, really. The reason being is that I'm constantly being attacked by the AI. One or two of you are like, Lionheart, why do you keep pursuing, you know, wars with all of the factions? I'm honestly not. That is sort of the least of my intentions. It's the AI. I mean, obviously, if you've been watching, you'll know the AI constantly keeps stabbing me in the back. I'm trying to forge alliances to give me a chance to go off and pick off one enemy at a time, and the AI is just not letting me have it. So I'm kind of just settling for my lot right now. So my plan to reiterate that I want to go after now is to wipe out as much of Russia as possible. Take out the whole Eastern Front equation. If they're gone, then I don't have to worry about this again. But I cannot realistically and sort of almost logistically with my armies do that with Austria at war with me, which is a right pain in the arse that they stop being at war with France. France is now at war with Spain, so while we do have a tentative peace at the moment, I honestly, even if they redeclare war on me, I don't think we'll see any big pushes against me anytime soon, because I think they'll be trying to deal with Spain. Now, one or two of you were worried that if France does take Spain, which likely they will do, then they're going to control the Mediterranean, be able to build up their naval power. Yes, that is probably likely, but I hope by that point things will have changed in the east and against Austria. But what I'm hoping is if they start pulling these armies away to deal with Spain, it may well give me an option to suddenly push on in, maybe even create a liberated nation at Brussels, and I don't know, maybe just push in and loot and occupy Paris and sort of northern France and Normandy and what have you. Obviously, plans for Britain are on hold. We'll deal with that later. They're pretty much crippled with my ships at the moment, dealing with them, so that is fine. So yeah, my focus is Austria and Russia, primarily Russia. My focus with Austria is just looking at ways in which we can get them back to some sort of peaceful standing for now. I mean, the biggest problem is the reason why they like to get war with me now is because of the alliance with Russia, which I really could do with them breaking. So yeah, we need to force them to peace, and I think the only way of doing that is by taking some of their cities, wiping out some of their armies. I'll probably look at this more in the next episode, because I actually want to deal with Russia for this one. But to sort of outline my plan, we've got this army here. We could also bring this army over, possibly drop its cannons to be able to move it slightly further, which might give us a chance to hit Prague. Some of you have suggested looting Prague for lots of money, and then maybe even selling it back as such to the Austrians in return for a peace treaty. I'm not sure that'll quite work. I think we need to actually hammer some of their armies. We either need to decide if I am going to go and push for Prague, though, or if I'm going to just hold where I currently am instead, which is what I've sort of gone for now. I mean, I could bring this army over a little bit, probably over to that bridge, but hold for a turn and see where the Austrian counterattack will be, and then just wipe out as many armies as possible in order to then break them and sue for peace. Now, I was originally thinking about bringing von Blücher back to help deal with these guys. I think I might have to rely on sending my force from Dresden, and maybe even tuck these guys into the settlement, or just stay on the bridges. It's probably safer to stay on the bridges for now. But yeah, I don't think it's a wise idea to pull von Blücher back, because we need two armies at least to give us some form of strength over here. Next turn, we'll be able to bring the Prince of Prussia, the Prussian Prince, south to help out down here as well, because we're going to be a few turns replenishing at East Prussia. And if the Russians do come towards us, we've got my foot guards here. They will mush them. I'm also going to pop that unit back on the bridge. And I'm going to pop this militia unit over here as well. One or two of you have also suggested saying maybe go for a landing army and go and see if you can land a full stack over at St. Petersburg, Novgorod, and then maybe even just beeline it straight to Moscow. So that's also what I'm exploring. And again, a lot of my tactics right now, I'm playing the reactive game because I honestly feel that's the best way to play it right now. We're on the back foot. We don't have the forces to match all of them, so we need to wait for them to make a move and then us to jump in and pounce. So here, they've moved in. We are now going to pounce on them with my armies. That's the game I'm playing. So while it may not look like I've got a very kind of long-term plan, I'm looking for those short-term opportunities where I can jump in and smash the enemy and push them sort of back, basically. Austria does have a couple more armies coming up here. I'm hoping if I can wipe them out, we'll get peace. But yeah, I think realistically, we've got to prepare for a couple of turns of being at war with Austria, which means a couple of turns of all of these armies marching towards my territory, marching north. So it may actually be best not to attack Prague right now. I know it is a juicy target, but if I go in for it, I commit an army to essentially sacrifice itself against all these full stacks that can march that way, and I'm not sure I want to do that. It'd probably be better to play the defensive game. But anyway, as I said, I'll probably deal with that more next episode. For this episode, I am going to move you over here, and you over here. Keep shuffling. What I want to do is knock this army away first, so that they can't sort of help out and reinforce if we knock this army away. Thinking we'll do that with von Blücher and move von Clausewitz over here. You can actually reinforce that way. So you attack here, which is going to make them rout. Okay. Now I think we'll still have the same problem here. This army will probably just up and run if we don't move this army away. Now I've got to make a choice here. Am I going to go for the Austrians or am I going to go for the Russians? I'm going to go for the Russians because I know their units are weaker than mine overall in terms of accuracy. And morale and what have you, or normally they are. I don't know how Darthmod changes things, and obviously modifiers and things like that, but my troops should be superior. The problem then comes with this Austrian army can just come and wreck the remnants of von Clausewitz's army, which I don't want to do. I don't want to lose von Clausewitz. So we have to break these guys hard. And I don't think we'll be able to bring von Blücher in to help. Might be able to if I drop the cannons, but let's see. Anyway, I need to move this army up here a bit. So he's now no longer in reinforcing range of this one, because otherwise I reckon it will run and then I won't be able to take it out. Let's move von Blücher in. Yeah, they're going to stand and fight because they think they've got the numbers, 7,284. And well, yeah, they do. Well, actually, no, I have the numbers because of all of this armed citizen mob. But I've got all this cannon. They've got some cannon. They've got 6-pounders. Which actually does have better accuracy. Not as much range, though, so that's good. We can outgun them. But they've got all this militia. They only have 6 units of actual musketeers. Their morale's actually remarkably high. I think that might just be Darthmod buffing it and obviously difficulty levels and stuff like that. But we should be able to break them quite nicely. Their accuracy is only 30, which compared to my guys is 41 on most of my guys, or 40 around that level. So it's about 10 points higher, or the Life Grenadiers much higher. But yeah, we've got the cannon. So let's save in case of the crash, and let's go on in. So yeah, this battle and probably the next one is my focus for this episode, guys. Next episode, we'll turn our attention to what we're going to do with Austria, whether we play defensively and basically leave our armies exactly where they are right now and just pick up the pieces next turn once Austria's had a chance to react. I'm hoping that next turn we'll be able to force a peace. I don't think it's going to happen this turn, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, so they are way over here, built into the town, which is actually quite annoying. I mean, I've got artillery, and I've got the artillery range advantage, but them being in the town is going to be annoying, so I'm going to have to place my artillery on this side, and I think we will go for full-on just battery annihilation fire. I'm actually going to move you guys over here. Just try and blow apart their artillery. Well, actually, we probably do want to space it out a little smidge. Okay, yeah, that's fine, actually. They can hit there. We want to space it out, actually, thinking about it, because if we end up drawing them to us, we're going to want to rely on canister shot felling their ranks a fair bit. Because we don't really want to take too many losses anywhere throughout this, with this battle and the next one. Let's see how we do. My cavalry, yeah, let's have you on this flank so we can maybe go after their general if we get lucky. Me Jaegers. Yeah, I will actually keep popping you on the flanks for now. It seems to work. Light infantry doctrine just because we can. Won't place stakes just yet. We can place defenses. We do need to shuffle these guys a little bit though. Just thinking about it because we need to place cannons along this line. So definitely have one here. Place another one at the end. So that's 2 units to go between. Oh no. Well, actually, I was thinking. Yeah, let's go for that then, and we'll put you right at the end. That's fine. Go for that for now. Don't want the cannon being in the woods. So we'll drag you guys to here. Can drag them out a bit more in a minute. Shuffle this one. Okay, actually we'll pop another one in. Over here. And from that one all the way up over here. We just have 2 over here, but we really should pop another artillery piece. Well, I say that. Actually, there's less troops over here. Yeah, let's keep it at that then. That will do for now. Pull you guys to there. That up. You guys are good to go. Then light infantry. Oh, you've got a slightly larger bit that you can deploy through, yeah, actually. You deploy through on the corner. For now, we'll move you up straight away. Von Blucher, pop you over here. I mean, this isn't the defense position we want to hold, but it will do to start with. My artillery should be able to fire. You can fire, you can fire, you can fire. It's just the one on the end. It doesn't have a target yet. Maybe because no one's in there. I don't know where my other cannons are firing. Oh, their range is slightly further forward. That's fine. Pretty sure they can't hit me from where they are. Oh no, they've limbered back up. Let's triple speed it, because I'm hoping they will eventually march towards me. They're actually pulling that whole flank back. Again, it's just militia, so we should wreck them. I hope you guys like battles, because I think the next few episodes or so are going to be full of them. Now, pushing forward these guys. We need them just continuing to march forward and attempting to go for us, basically. Yeah, my cannons are trying to hit this unit over here, which could end in an early break, which is good. Grab the light troops. Pepper them from the flank. Forward a bit. And hopefully just blast them into pieces for a while. Well, that is my plan. They're actually shuffling their artillery over to this flank. They might even try and warm up and push that way. They have separated themselves out a bit, which is interesting. Not quite sure of the AI logic, but then I'm not sure anybody is. Oh yes, cannons, come on. Shred through them a bit more. Give them a good shredding. I think they're forming up. Well, I mean, I really don't think they're going to come towards me, and if they did, I'd want to move my troops forward anyway. So I'm just going to grab these 3. Go over here. Limber up my cannon and move it to this position so we can start harassing that flank. Might draw us in line of their artillery, but I'm kind of hoping where they position them in the town, they're not actually going to be of any use to them. And able to fire. So we might be able to harass them there. Bring my cavalry here. They're bunching up again. They're tightening up. They're going to actually end up probably moving forward through the city. Probably in a formation over here, unless they decide to just give up and attack. If we can take out that artillery, then they will have to... I think the AI will then eventually spur into an attack mode. But that flank looks like they're shuffling forward. And Limba. No, they're just tucking in. They're going in for turtle mode. I think they can actually fire now. Yes, they can. Okay. Off fire it will. Hit these guys. Barrage. Sounds like the cavalry's thinking about an attack as well. So, prepare the squares. We just need a good volley through here that hits, and we'll be laughing. Yeah, the cavalry's pushing forward. Oh, come on, bounce. Bounce more. Ah, bloody building's in the way. This cannon has a good line of sight as well, though, actually. Not quite sure where you guys are firing, but we'll just leave you doing your thing for now. Oh, they're trying to hit the cavalry. We're distracting. They are finally pushing on this flank. That's fine. Clipping that unit a little bit. Couldn't actually fire on that target. That's why I haven't seen any shots go off. And why they're instantly ready to shred the lancers. That's fine. If they're pushing forward the cavalry, it means the rest of their forces will be moving forward eventually as well. So that's just fine. Yeah, reloaded in time. Oh ho ho ho! Yeah, they're gone. Right. Well, with that dealt with, don't think we... Oh, we know we did manage to... This piece of artillery is managing to slowly but surely chip away at them. Nice. It's because they're too tucked away. Let's focus on these guys instead. Well, yeah, we could fire on that. That's looking good. Right through the blob. Yes, please. Right, time to tuck my flanks in because we're not going to be any use way out here against their advancing forces. And that is way too generous for me to think we can go out that far. Move those guys into position. Von Blucher, I kind of feel like all of my infantry really should move forward. Isn't that clear, especially like these ones on the hill. Then we lose the ability to blast them with cannon shot unless we shuffle the artillery forward a smidge as well. Let's do that as well. Move this line to there. That's just about okay. And take this whole line. I think there's hills and everything here. Okay, let's take you guys forward. Okay, not that far over. That's what we'll move the artillery up to. Still on hills. Okay, we're going to have to go even further forward. That is just about better. Still link up with these guys. On Bluka, you can go in the trees. Limber up this artillery piece, get you guys forward. Infantry now means we have a much better spot over here. Light infantry, you've got some high ground. Good. Good, good, good. We can get the cannon here. It's a nice point there to just cannon a shot down their flanks. Wunderbar. Still trying to hit there. Cannon. These guys, yeah, they're just shuffling forward. They're still not committing to a full attack because they've still got artillery. And the moment they move too far forward, in goes my cavalry. There's their general though. I wonder if we can focus on hitting him. That cannon. These guys are actually hidden as well, which is good. So they shouldn't be planning for a counter cavalry unit over there. Being up over here, we'll be able to put pressure. Again, it's just militia, so should be fine. He's still firing. Oh yeah, the general is shuffling way over the side. Is slightly exposed, so fair enough. Right, retarget yourselves. Back on the artillery. So what they're going for are the light troops. So we're actually going to pull them back over here. Don't have time to place stakes. Off fire at will. Get them behind my line infantry who can form square and possibly even draw the cavalry in. That's fine. We've lured this general in. What I think I'll do is have you guys just form up here. In case they flank on round. Both of them actually, and I'll place stakes here rather than up on the side because I don't have many cavalry units left. I think actually it might be this unit now because they lost their first one. So yeah, we won't have to worry about them coming in again. But we place stakes in case they make it through, which they probably will. We need to think about forming square, which will also cut off this flank. Form a square, which will pull them back. Get your stakes up, boys. Goes both on fire at will, which is very, very good. Pop those stakes up. That unit's done with them. You guys got your stakes up now. And fall back. And let the squares do the work. Meanwhile, the rest of their troops are just smushing up. Once this general goes, morale penalties set in. You guys can stop, so you won't be firing too much into my other square. They've shattered. They've gone. Good work. Enemy general's dead. That's all I needed. Form up over there. Artillery in place on limber. Do your thing. Where are the rest of their troops going? God, they are massively pulling back right now. I honestly kind of feel like we might just risk a charge in with my cavalry to swoop these guys aside. Because once that's gone, then they have to commit to an attack forward, or we can just shell them. Let's do it. Right, let's tell all artillery units just stop firing for now. So they don't kill my cavalry. Let's go for it. They brought a unit of militia back. Wipe out their cannons, then yeah, they're all just pulling back. They are not interested in hanging about. In goes the cavalry. Wonderful. Russians had artillery, you say? I think not. It's those two units gone. That's all three gone. Press on and break the militia as well while we're here. Because, yeah, now we'll see that whole force start pushing forward again. No, too much of a good thing's been had. Pull back. Cavalry, you've got artillery support. Get out of there. Well done, cavalry. Give those men a medal if they survive. Oh, no, I see... No, sorry, that was just the unit saying it's broken. It's shattered, it's gone. Oh, carnage, yeah, see. Now, all their infantry marches forward. Huzzah! Let's pop these guys into the trees. Oh, why can't we get up there? Yeah, that'll do. Leave your lives. That'll do. And one man lost in each unit. Not bad. My best ever casualty report for a cavalry unit. But I think we can triple speed it now as they slowly march forward to their deaths. If they're queuing as well as they currently do, we'll just be able to canister shot their faces off. And this wasn't going to be the tough battle, it will be the next one that is truly a challenge. Doesn't actually have slightly better troops. Although actually I don't think they've got cannon in that, so it might just be a butcher's fest as well. For them, not for me. We'll be fine. Okay, right, they've gone into two... Well, let's say two different groups with attacking sort of from the left. Looks like most of them are pushing over to the right. This is the weaker flank, for sure. There's less cannons over there to worry about. And understand their choice. These guys, I think, are trying to go after my my cavalry. If we could, guys, could you focus there? don't want my cavalry getting too beaten up. You guys fire at will again. Militia unit still alive? No, they've shattered. They're dead. You all could focus on the musketeers. That would be lovely. That's a cavalry. Pull that way. To just march forward faster, damn it. Want to turn me canister shot on. They're dithering and taking their time, aren't they? Come on. You silly bears, come to your deaths. Well, they are forming up into the centre. Fine. I think they'll finally push forward together once they've formed up again. I'm just going to form some kind of line formation and then go for it. Although these guys have committed. Well done. Well done. You guys are so far the most willing to come to your death. Wonderful. Half the unit gone in a matter of seconds. May or may not have been helped by artillery. Oh, boom. There's the fire by rank. Next rank. Wunderbar. Come on, push forward, you blackguards. Come and face me. There's that unit gone. These guys really, we need to put like sort of push forward with these guys now almost. Might just do that. Other artillery piece is fine. Just fire away from back here, you're all good. Let's see if we can smush some militia with my cav. We should be able to. We should be able to rack up some kills. Fire at will, boys, if you can with the canister. Oh yeah, the canister is dropping over and hitting them. But hit this unit. Foot musketeers first, would you? How you doing, Cav? Well, that's one unit of militia gone. Lovely. That second unit gone. Good, that's all we need to do, just charge. So yeah, we definitely want more cavalry-based armies over this side. I think we've got is it the heavy cuirassiers in the Prince's army, so that should be useful. Get these next two units of militia, please. Oh, that's going to be nice. Oh, only a few of them have stuck around. No, they've turned. They've broken instantly. Lovely. I think we'll leave those cannons just firing. Slot are especially keen to actually meet their makers. That is fine.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Yeah, they are actually trying to flank me here. Clever girl. Send that unit that way, send that unit that way. Or they might be going in for, yeah, melee charge is my weakness against the Russians. I think they have high charge. Oh, my cavalry... cavalry? My cavalry is struggling here. They are starting to waver. We've taken out half of them with my force. I mean, I've lost half of my guys. Don't pull them out because that'll probably end up breaking them. Cannon, if you wouldn't mind. Most of them are all breaking as they meet my line. That whole flank of infantry is not even needed, but that's fine because it means they're fresh and ready to go for the next battle, which is good. Oh, what's this unit? Oh, actual musketeers. I won't throw my cavalry in against them. I'll just kill a few more of these guys. Because this army will retreat somewhere. But I think it's safe to leave Warsaw just a bit against the remnants. Right, let's pull the cavalry. You've done well. Let's pull you back now. Keep finding like awkward hills, which is shuffling the formation of these guys around a bit. Let's get some more of my men in on the action over here. I actually think all artillery bar this one, we can now just limber up for safety. I would actually be tempted to bring my cavalry over here. We can mop up a lot of them. Why are you guys going weird today? I'm slightly concerned about the Jaegers up against this lot. I'm not even sure they can actually fire effectively at them from here. Let's... can we flank? Why? This map's placement is not having fun. Oh my days. I didn't even tell you guys to go there. They run around, that'll be better. Him in the flanks. Cavalry head on round, get ready to hit this militia. But yeah, this map does not seem Pathfind friendly. Don't want to chase them too far back because I know they place loads of stakes early on. Back over here in their deployment, so let's just pull the cavalry over here. Maybe my mouse is just playing up. Ooh, Rodinos. Oh yeah, they've lost 100 since we redeployed on that side. Wonderful. Come on, Cav, they've shattered. They've gone. That's all their units, in fact. I'm going to continue just for a smidge. Oh my god. Yeah, just you know what? Guys, just run over here, please. Just for a smidge. Limber up that cannon. Because we might as well kill each of these guys down a little bit. I'll do. Quick battle, a decisive victory. Went very well. And we lost 626. Not too much friendly fire. They lost 5,584. Most kills, I would imagine. Yes, cavalry and then hussars. Well done. That knocks that army over that away, which is fine. Now, we actually have a choice here. It's this. If I go after these guys, I need to be very, very certain that we are going to get very minimal losses here in this battle. With von Blucher, what I'm actually thinking is we'll position him on the bridge, because then the Austrians can't get to Warsaw. And he'll also be able to maybe just reinforce, or he'll be able to knock those guys away should they come back. So, yeah. Let's move von Blucher onto the bridge, still within our own territory. So that's fine there. Now, we could actually try and pull... We actually knock him off the bridge and pull von Clausewitz back. And that leaves this army free to roam around. Kind of feel like we could just take it out, get rid of it. We could always retreat if the Austrians attack us, and I think we'd probably retreat looking at their range of where they can go. If we move in to attack here, they'll still be able to move. We could always just dump the cannons and run and get him towards West Prussia, or pull him back this way. I think the two of them together would be able to form up again quite nicely. But I think holding that bridge is a good point there. So we'll move in for this battle at the start of the next episode, and then we've got to deal with Austria for this turn, which, as I said, the two sort of main paths forward I can see: either we throw our weight onto attacking and taking Prague, or we hold where we are for a turn and play a reactionary tactics game where we see where they're moving in, and then we sort of counter deploy to match them and take them out where they move to. I'm not so certain that just taking Prague will be enough to force peace with the Austrians. In fact, I kind of wonder whether or not that would antagonize them more, especially if we were to loot it. Let's just throw in a peace treaty here. One of you are saying there is a glitch where I can request peace and request an alliance, despite the fact that they are allied to one of my enemies, the Russians, but that doesn't force a peace either. Even if I go military alliance and request trade, I think I'd have to probably throw some money their way as well. Or maybe even trade a territory with them, which is why I was suggesting maybe if we took Prague. But I think then if we wanted to trade it back to them, we probably wouldn't be able to loot it. I don't think they'd appreciate us looting their settlement. Anyway, feel free to share your thoughts as always, but I've outlined my sort of tactics going forward, but obviously they will have to be adaptable and change at a moment's notice, because such is the AI that has been this campaign so far. Anyway, until the next one, I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride in all the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors: Games Planet, Overclockers UK, QT, and MSI. Until the next one, ciao for now.